Right, this video is going to look at the fundamentals, if you like, of Google Classroom. So we're going to look at making an assignment, converting a couple of file types, so converting a Word document and a PowerPoint into the Google documents or the Google equivalents, and changing file permissions then for the students to edit them. So I'm just going to use the professional learning classroom here that you should all be a member of, just as an example. And I'm going to start off just by going to classwork, and I'm going to then create an assignment. So in here then, I've got the title for this. I'm going to call this Fundamentals. And in here then, I've got who do I want it to go to. So I want to go to all the staff, all the people who are in there. Sorry, this is the classroom, sorry. So this is the class I want it to go to, the staff professional learning. Everyone within there, so there's everyone's name then of people who are in there. Points. At this point now, I could, if I was going to make an assignment then which had a certain score or something, I could change that then. So if I said 10, I could just type over the top of there. A due date. It's important to put a due date if you're going to use the mark, and it also comes up then for the students and saying due this Friday or due whatever date. So if, say for example, if I made it due tomorrow, then I could choose the date there. And then topics, these are also very useful. So I could then make a topic here called blended learning. Create a topic then to store the information in. Okay, so I've set up the assignment, but I haven't actually put any files in. So I've got an option here. I could just add in here the file. If I did this, I'll do this, and I'll show you the other way around then. Because if I add the file, I could then browse on my computer. I've uploaded. I put a couple of files on my desktop. So imagine I want to upload this this progress checklist. So this is a Word file. Okay, if I click on the Word file, this is now just a file. I cannot edit this. If I try and type on it, it's saying I can't do anything. Okay, but it does give me the option to open with Google Docs. If I open with Google Docs, then this file then becomes editable by me. Typing if I was going to rag this is a checklist then for computer science. I could then put colors in if I wanted to. So imagine I didn't know what a CPU is, I could put that as red, and so on and so forth. If I did whatever I do on this one though, if I'm going to use this with the students, then that will come up on all of theirs. Okay, so I'm just going to take this back to transparent. Right. Even though I've clicked on here, make a Google Docs, this isn't the file now that the students are going to edit. Okay, what I'm going to need to do for that is, if I click here, then I get all the menus up. I'm going to File, Save as Google Docs. Okay, this will now save a copy of this file in my Google Drive. Okay, this is now a Google Docs file. So what I could do, if I could close this, you can see the logo there, that's the Google Docs one. I'm going to close this and close this. If I go back to my assignment, okay, actually I don't want to use this one. I don't want to use the Word file because I can't edit it, or the kids can't edit it. So I'm going to close it. I'm going to add now, if I go to Google Drive, you can see here now, see I've got two different versions in the Word file has got a W on it, the Google Docs file has got that logo. If I double click on there, now it's the Google Docs file, and then what I can do here is then make a copy for each student. This then becomes their work, then they can edit to it. Because it's a checklist, I want them to go through the topics and rate their knowledge on those topics. They'll have their own copy for that. Okay, I'll show you with another file type now. This is a bit of a sort of roundabout way of doing it. You could convert it first of all, but this might be a way for you just to get started. So if I add another file, this time I'm going to upload again from my computer. This time I've got a PowerPoint. I'm going to add the PowerPoint. Okay, so it uploads the PowerPoint for me. And again, I can click on here to have a look at the PowerPoint. Again, not editable. Okay, this is a theory presentation from GCSE IT. If I click on open with Google Slides, I might lose some of the format, and this is something you need to look at. It all depends how it's been set up. But now it's going to go to try and look to convert this from a PowerPoint into a Google slide. Again, the idea is going to be the same then, that once I made a Google slide, then I can put it into my assignment, and then when I put it into the assignment, then it can become editable then by the children. Okay, so I can dismiss this in a minute. Okay, so it says here some PowerPoint features can't be displayed, so it all depends. You might want to look at it. Maybe they've embedded sound, maybe it's a video. You have to double check. Okay, so if I just press OK, this now is in Google Slides. Again, what I can do is, sorry, if I just get rid of this, I want to save this now as a Google slide. I can't see the menu a second. Alright, this is coming to full screen. So what I've done now is I've done right click edit full screen. So that was an issue for us. Okay. And now I've got the file menu up back at the top. So that was, I was flapping for a bit there because I couldn't find out where the menus were. So I had to right click and I did edit full screen. And now this is going to give me the option again to save as Google Slides. So I can save this now. It's now changed then in there. It's called topic 1. I could change the name up there if I want to. I just click in there. It's saving in my drive. All I'm going to do is close it. And then I'm going to go back to my assignment, which I've set up. I'm going to get rid of this by clicking on the X. And then going to add this time from Google Drive because it automatically goes in my Google Drive. Again, you can see then I've got the PowerPoint then, which has got a P on it. And then the slides then, which has got the different logo there. So I want to add the slides. I'm going to insert that in. Again, I can either get them to view it, but if I want them to make a copy for each student, I go there. Largely, you want to stay away from students can edit the file. If you choose that one, whatever one student does on the presentation, on the Google slide in this case, will change for everyone. So unless you actually want someone to edit one thing and everyone can see it, then stay away from that. If you want them to have their own copy to work on, they can go there. And again, if I click on this now, you can see then that it becomes editable. And if I want to type on here, even though that cameraman's in the way, then the text will then come onto the slide, but that will only come onto the person's own version of the PowerPoint, if you like. So this will only change on their slides. Okay, so then we've covered then. We've made an assignment. We've converted file type, so we've converted a Word file into a Google Docs. We've done a PowerPoint to a Google slide. Here's the file permission. So, do you want them just to be able to view it? Do you want them to be able to edit it? Do you want everyone to be able to edit the same document? Okay. And then after that, then I can assign it. I'll assign it just to show that it'll come up. So then the assignment now is going to be put onto the stream. So if I look on the stream, there you go. I posted a new assignment. It then shows the people's work. So everyone who's in the class then will have their own work there, which you can view. And in here then, you can see on the instructions, here's the 2 files that I've added. Okay. The actual students, when they come to see their work, sorry if I go back to instructions, their work appears on the right-hand side here. Okay. But obviously I'm on the teacher account now, and you can't see it there. Okay. That's setting an assignment. That's if you want them to be able to work on it. If you just want to add material, you could then just do classwork, create material. Material's not going to be editable. It's just going to be something for them to look at. Okay. So just finishing off, you can see then I made it a topic called blended learning, and there's the different topics then. They're like sort of the main headings then. So I could add then to another file in there. Okay. So that's the fundamentals, if you like, of creating an assignment, converting file types, and changing file permissions.